Hey guys, welcome back to Pharmacist Talk Opioids. I'm your host, your girl Tish, or also called your favorite pharmacist. I'm here to add value to your life. I'm speaking from my personal experiences as an opioid user of over 10 years, also from the aspect of a pharmacist. So I can give both ways of how the opioid can affect your life, how is for the good for opioids, like if you had a major surgery or, even like something short as dental work that was needed and you need pain relief. So I can give the aspect from that, how the medication can be used for good, to the point of if you have a full blown problem and you need to develop an exit strategy. So, either way, that's how I'm going to add value to your life, hopefully. And here's my co host. Listen, that's just what it is. He's just a co host. No ifs, ands, or buts about it because he'll sleep all day. Oh, by the way, his name is Cody, co-host Cody. He will sleep all day, but as soon as I start breaking out the camera, he's just like, oh, because he don't want to miss out on any opportunities for his handsome face. Isn't he just awesome? Don't let this cute face fool you. Besides the point, I just get off track dealing with him. Anyway, for this episode, we're going to discuss more. The topic is don't take it personal. A lot of times, and that's in reference to the opioid use, the addiction, or any kind of substances that just take over your life and just has control of it. Just don't take it personal. Being a pharmacist, it kind of gives more perspective. And I feel like I'm more centered to give a perspective on opioid use and not to take it personal. And it's very important to me to share, not to take, if you have an addiction to alcohol, to the Percocet, Tramadol, OxyContin, hydrocodone, Vicodin, Norco, all of that stuff. It's very important to me to let you know not to take it personally, because if you get wrapped up in the shame of the medication and taking it personal, that the addiction is your fault, and that will keep you away from wanting and needing to get off of the substance, the opioids, the alcohol, whatever your substance of use is. If you take it personally, that is your fault, that you are in a situation where you have a full-blown use disorder or addiction. That's just going to hold you back. So that's, if anything, I believe this is going to be the main value I can give. The medications, of course, the way they work from a pharmacist aspect, I'm just smiling. Just in general, even with like high blood pressure, any kind of medication, when you just think about how you can swallow a tablet, a pill, or use any kind of like patches, whatever the doctor prescribes or whatever the use is, when you ingest it in your body and how it just breaks down and give a certain result, this is beautiful. It's just amazing how the chemistry, yeah, Cody thinks so as well. Anyway, it's just how that breaks down and works. This is absolutely beautiful. But at the same time, that's why you don't take it personally, because that's the nature of the beast. Whenever you ingest the opioids, whenever you use the medications, you are supposed to get a desired effect. Let's say OxyContin. I had to use OxyContin, use it for a number of years. Okay, so I understood what I was dealing with. I knew I had extreme off the hook pain. Okay, so it was beautiful that the OxyContin can bind to the receptors in my body, can bind in my body, and give me relief. But at the same time, what is the personality? See the pill as a personality. What is the personality of OxyContin? What is the personality of Vicodin? What is the personality of Tramadol? What is the personality of hydrocodone? What is the personality of alcohol? What is the personality of heroin? What all of those, I mean, not grouping them all together, because definitely heroin is not a legal use medication or anything of that nature. But what are the personalities of all of the medications or all of the drugs, alcohol that I mentioned? It gives a euphoria, it gives a relief, unfortunately. But the flip side, just like I have a good personality, I'm great or whatever. But if you ask my three husbands, they probably will tell you something different. They know a different type of personality, just to give reference and to be comical in a sense. But the OxyContin and those medications, it has a different type of personality as well. It has the good versus bad. It has the good angel versus the bad angel. And the bad angel of it is going to grab you. It's going to take over. That's just what it is. That's just all there is to it. So don't take personally that you have a weakness. Don't take it personal that, oh, okay, I'm just a weak person, or I'm mentally weak, I'm physically weak, or I'm going through a rough time and I can't handle it, yada, yada, yada. That don't take that personally on the fact that you have a full blown addiction, that you have a full blown opioid use disorder or substance use disorder in general. Don't take it personal, feeling that you have some kind of weakness. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't think you have a weakness and that's why you have a full blown disorder. No, 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 no. I knew, and that's I think what helped out a lot with me wanting to get off the medication and was successful, highly successful off of getting off the medication, is I understood what I was dealing with. And that's the number one thing I see with people that grapple with substance use disorder, with the opioids or et cetera, is that they take it personal and they're not really seeing the big picture. The big picture is that the medication can give good. Just like, let's say, with blood pressure medication, you're going to get some good. You're going to get your blood pressure to come down. Okay, that's the good of it. Well, a lot of times, unfortunately, people suffer with the side effects. The side effects being a lot of men don't want to take the high blood pressure medication because they may get erectile dysfunction, or so they would rather die than have a limp weenie. A lot of times, people in general don't want to take their diabetes medications because it just doesn't make them feel right. It make them feel more weak or whatever, even though their sugar is coming down. So just in general, medications, they have their good versus bad. But unfortunately, with opioids or any kind of substance that can be abused, it has an addictive grabbing. It grabs you, and that's just all to it. So don't take it. Stop it, Cody. So don't take it personal. Do not take it personal that you're weak. Don't take it personal to think that you have a weak mind, that you have a weak body, that you have a weak spirit, that you don't know what's going on, that you're going through a crappy time in life. And, because that's just going to keep you from getting to a point where you have it inside of you to break the cycle of the disorder of using the medication outside of for what it's really used for. That's all to it. If you take it personal, you will not get off the opioid. If you take it personal, if you think you have a weak mind or a weak spirit, then you're going to stay in that cycle of abuse. That's just all to it. So, like I said, if anything, out of all the videos that I have made or that I will be making, if you get anything, understand this. The medications, just like any medication, not just the opioids or the alcohol even, just like, any of, even if you take high blood pressure medications or, a diabetic, whatever it is, everything in life in general have a good or a bad. It has a pro or a con. The pro to using opioids, even if it's not for prescription use, unfortunately, what's the good you feel? You feel that whatever trauma or whatever stress you are experiencing, that opioid, that alcohol or whatever, heroin or whatever, is alleviating and giving you an escape. That's what that's the unfortunate pro. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's a pro. The con is whenever you think it's time for Mr. Heroin or Mr. Oxycontin or Mr. Alcohol to get out of your life, it's like, I don't leave until I'm good and ready. And that's when you have to understand and get a exit strategy. So either way, I hope, I'm sorry, Cody is just really being, he's just being really needy. And this is my little accountability partner right here. He's just, it's like when I was going through all the crap, with my, life event and, even when came to the point where knew I had an opioid dependence issue, he was just right here. He was just like my comfort. And I have another one. He's a chihuahua, so it's his world. So he's over there staring at me. But either way, main idea to take away is the nature of the beast. It's the pro or the con. It's the gift and the curse. So just don't take it personal. You're beautiful. You're wonderfully made. You're a full functioning person. You're strong. If you had to unfortunately start on opioids, alcohol, whatever it is that you're using, unfortunately, the con is it's just not going to leave when you say go. It's just not going to do that. So just understand that. So when you are ready to make an exit strategy, you have in your mind on what you're dealing with. You're not just all over the place and like, oh, I want to stop this, and you spend like 90% of your time saying, what's wrong with me? Why am I so weak? What's wrong? Da 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 da. You'll be wasting all your energy on that instead of having your mind focus on, like with me, when it was time, when I was like, okay, enough is enough, I was like, all right, I know what I'm dealing with. I know this Oxycontin ain't gonna let go. I'm gonna have to get an exit strategy. I'm gonna have to get a game plan because, it's gonna be me or it. So I understood that. So I didn't spend my time on, God, I suck. Man, this Oxycontin, this little white pill is really, working a number on me. No, I was like, okay, I know what you about. I know what you about, hydro. I know what you about tramadol. I know that's what you are. I appreciated you. You helped me out in my time of distress and my need. You helped me out when I had that, I had my heart surgery and I was in so much pain, and yada, 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 and I can even say, when I was under a lot of stress, and like I said, I got my prescriptions legitimate. I have to keep putting that because I am a pharmacist and I don't want this to mix with that. It helped me escape. But the cons were, it was just a lot of other undesirable. I wasn't functional. I wasn't, I didn't have a purpose. Now I am free from opioids. I didn't waste all of my time thinking how much I suck and how weak I was because I knew what I was dealing with. And here I am. Instead of keeping my purpose and keeping my journey to myself, I want to share it with you guys because it's nothing worse than feeling just like a walking pill case. Because that's all you are. You're just a host for that pill. That's how it flips on you. So either way, I hope this video was of value. I'm not really saying much. I'm just giving real perspective because I've been there, done that. And at the same time, I do understand from a medicinal or pharmaceutical aspect, I understand the psychology of how you feel. I understand the psychology of how the pill is going to operate. And so I just hope we can all just, beat this together. If you're watching this for a loved one, just continue to watch. Hopefully I can give you perspective on how to get your loved one to a place of wanting to let go and be free of the substance of their choice. So either way, I'm gonna have a link in my bio. If you want to talk more about opioids, you want to talk more about an exit strategy, text exit strategy to the phone number that's provided. Everything is private. I'm a pharmacist, I'm all about, privacy and not mixing your information with that. So either way, I appreciate you watching me. And I appreciate y'all putting up with Cody for today. And so we'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care. Bye bye. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, it's free. Just do it. It's no big deal. Thank you. Bye.